So what's going on, guys? My name is MrDalekJD and welcome to your ultimate guide to Classified, the Black Ops 4 Zombies bonus map available with the Black Ops Pass. In this video, we're going to be breaking down every portion of the map into one very easy to understand comprehensive guide so that you can use this video as your way to get to learn everything that needs to be done within this map. We're going to be covering how to get power as well as Pack-a-Punch on round 1, how to build the shield on round 1, all locations for the Buildables, which are the shield and the Pack-a-Punch, as well as all box locations, how to get the Project Scaddy Easter egg complete, as well as a great guide on how to get to high rounds on this map. Basically covering all bases on everything you're going to need to know to have a really good time on this map. I made an ultimate guide very similar to this for Blood of the Dead, and the reception on that video is incredible. It's on 11,000 likes right now, so if you guys do enjoy this video, please let me know down below if it helped in the comment section. It makes my day hearing that you guys found this video useful and it's made you a better zombies player. And if you enjoy the video in any way, shape or form, leaving a like rating would be much appreciated. It only takes a second of your time, and that second is far shorter than the amount of time it took to create this video, which is a pretty long one at that. So I really appreciate the support, guys. Let me know if it helped, and if you're new around here, I upload tons of zombie content like this, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell if you enjoy. But let's jump straight into Classified. Alrighty, so this is the spawn room of Classified right here. We've got a fair amount of space to walk with, but not too much to work with here. And this is a solo guide, but by all means you can do exactly what I'm showing you here and adapt that for a co-op strat, probably be even easier. Now, to start off on solo, we get 6 zombies that spawn in on round 1. We're going to take out 5 of these zombies, leaving 1 of them left, because we're going to be doing a little trick where you can get an insane amount of points to get yourself everything open on round 1, pretty much, so we can get the power and the Pack-a-Punch. So count up how many times you're killing these zombies. So we've got the first kill there, go for our second right there. Where's this third one? Third, fourth, and then we're just listening out for these. All right, we've got a 5th one right here. So we're going to leave that last zombie. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild a barrier. Not necessary, but you know, we're trying to optimize for points here. And in my blood guide, there was a lot of comments on how I could optimize points better. That's not essentially the whole purpose of these guides, but by all means, if you want to play that way, then you can. So we're going to open this debris and then finally open this debris right here. Now, in order for us to get a ton of points in round 1, as you can see, we only got 300. We're actually going to be doing a little Easter egg, which involves you going up to this door in the main offices and just holding your interact button, be it square on PS4, X on Xbox, or F on PC, and you're going to hear a voice coming through from the door, which is one of the characters we played as in the original 5 map, which this map is a remake of from Black Ops 1 back in 2010. But essentially, we're going to be knocking this door, constantly getting quotes from him until we hear a weird female girl who will scream, "He said leave him alone." That's Samantha Maxis, who's a very important character in the zombie storyline. She's the person that's controlling the zombies in this universe anyway. So this is quite a long-winded process. We're going to be knocking the door about 5 times in total. He does talk and say a lot of quotes, so I'm going to just skip ahead until we get to the quote that you're going to be listening for. Okay, so we should be getting our final quote now, which should sound a little bit like this. Yep. So once that's initiated, the controller of the map, Samantha, is actually going to send in a ton of Nova 6 crawlers, which are going to just spawn in for a really, really long time. Of course, we're on round 1, so these are going to be very easy to kill. They're just one-knife kills. But there's going to be a lot of them, but this is what's going to give us all of the points. And as you can see, we're on round 1, so of course they're going to be one-knife kills. And these can also give us drops. So not only are they going to be giving us a lot of points, but they're also just going to be giving us a ton of drops. When I say there is a lot, I mean there is a lot. Like when you think, oh, we're definitely not grabbing that. No, 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 no. Don't pick up the nukes by any means. But yeah, when I say there's a lot, I really mean there is just so many Nova 6 crawlers that are going to spawn in. Just so many. They can sort of trap you in these door areas, so just be careful of that. And be careful not to end the round either, because we definitely don't want that. Oh boy. It's just the biggest cluster of crawlers. Like, see there? We could have easily have just gone down there just from getting trapped. It's definitely not what we want. But yeah, we should get around about 5,000 points from this. If you get a double points drop from one of these, ooh, could this be it? Okay, zombie blood. I'll definitely take that with zombie points. We'll take that. So we've got some more points coming in now. But like I told you, it just never ends. I mean, it does eventually, but it feels like it never ends. There's just so many crawlers all the time. You'll know when this is over because there just won't be any more spawning. Be careful there. Okay. I think that could be the last one. So we're going to wait for the zombie to crawl out because we don't want to accidentally kill that. But yeah, like I mentioned, we got around 5,000 points. Just over 5. Oh, no, still more. Alright, there we go. That should be all the crawlers. I can't hear them anymore, so we can start opening up the rest of the map. So we're going to open here, which will take us to the elevator, which is going to be a nice means of travel, but it's not going to be one we're going to use a lot in this map because once we have the power on, it's going to be a lot more useful for us to get around. So we're down here, we're going to open this for 750, and then we're going to have to go over and also buy this debris and then buy the elevator again for 500 points. That's going to take us all the way down. Don't worry, I'll be giving you guys a full map walkthrough as we go, but we're just going to get the power turned on first and foremost. So let's go ahead and bam. Turn on the power, and we are good to go. So what we're going to be working on now is, now that we've got power on, you can see we can use these teleporters, and they're going to be different symbols which correlate to different areas of the map. That's going to take us to level, the second level that we were just on before. That's going to take us back to the spawn room because that's a chair, symbolizes all the chairs around there. And that's again just showing you the second level because there's all sorts of servers and computer monitors and stuff like that. So we're going to be needing to build the actual pack-a-punch area. So that's going to require 3 parts, and these can be get in any order, but we're going to start with the first, which we're going to have to buy this, the morgue, and our part is going to be this little pipe thing here. So there can be one spawn there, there could be another spawn right here, and then the third spawn can be on that chair. Alrighty, but now we've got this open, we don't need to use the elevator anymore. We can go ahead and head back up to the first floor again. And if you're hanging around on a round for too long, you do get dogs spawning in, which is quite odd. Get maybe about 2 to 4 dogs. I don't really get it. I think it's just Treyarch just saying, hey, just stop, spin the round. All right, so the second one we're going to be getting for is this really big circular part. One spawn can be right there, which it is for us, which is awesome. Another spawn can be lying on this shelf there, or the third spawn can be right down there in this corner. So just pick up that part, and as you can see, we got 2 parts right here. Hello, doggies. Nice for you to join us. I don't really understand why we've got so many dogs. I think it really is just like Treyarch, like, hey, stop camping, please. So we're going to use this to head back down to the second floor. And we're now going to activate the 5 defcons, which is going to give us access to the Pack-a-Punch, which is going to be awesome. So these defcons are going to be switches around the map in this war room only. So we see that we'll adjust the defcon level to defcon 2. And each time you press one of these buttons in any order, it's going to add the defcon level up a little bit. So the idea is we want to get to defcon 5. So we're going to leave that one last because obviously if we hit 1, we're going to have to run to that one. That'll be the last one. We can go straight in that teleport. We're going to open this, which is the server room. And right slap bang in the server room on the wall here, we're going to have a 4th defcon. So now we've got defcon 4. We now just need 1 more for defcon 5. And it's going to take us to a special room called the panic room. As you can see, any teleport around the map will now take you to the panic room, but we're going to use that one because it's super close. And as you can see, panic room, and that shelving unit reveals itself, and we now have a part. So now there we go, we have all the parts now for us to go ahead and build this lovely teleporter part that we just got right here. Now just to save time and money, we're going to leave there, so that's going to shut, and we should, once the defcons have gone, so every time you leave that area, the defcons is going to go down and down and down, till eventually it'll go to defcon 1 and the defcons will be deactivated. So we're going to head straight back up to the top of the stairs, as we're going to go to a buildable bench, which is going to be pretty cheap to open. There's 2 buildable benches on the map, one upstairs and one down. We're just going to choose this one because it's the cheaper debris to open. So for 500, right in the spawn room, we can go ahead and build our teleporter signal amplifier, which will build us a teleporter pad that will allow us to teleport back down we'll put into one of the teleporters to take us straight to the Pack-a-Punch area, which is sweet. So we'll take that. Don't know if we got that at the wrong time because it changed. Yes, it did. So when you got an icon like that we saw, almost looks like a beaker, that means, oh, we just done it again. That means it will take you to a perk machine. And one of the perk machines is going to be downstairs. So we use that one, so that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and run back over here. Well, unless we get caught by Mr. Zombie right here. So we're looking for the server. There we go, that server looking one. Let's not miss that again. All right, we Gucci, boys. We got it this time. So yeah, it's giving you the option right here to place the teleporter signal amplifier. So there we go. The teleporter will now be on this pad, and we now need to go ahead and activate the defcons again, which is going to be absolutely fine. So we're going to go ahead and activate all the defcons again, and we should have Pack-a-Punch on round 1, which is going to be pretty insane. But before we go ahead and do that, I want to show you guys another little trick of mine that we can do, which is going to be building the shield. Now, since we don't have... I don't think we can build it actually on this round because we've already used one of the... buildable benches, and also we don't have 1,000 to get to the next one, which is fine. It's fine. So here we go. Now we've got that, we can teleport, and anytime we turn Defcon 5 on from now on, we can use that specific teleporter to get to the Pack-a-Punch. Any other teleport around the map will take you back to the panic room, which we're going to need a little bit later on. So right here is Groom Lake, which is area 51 from Black Ops Zombies Moon, which is amazing. So got the Pack-a-Punch machine there for 5,000, but there's a trick where if you stay in this area for 5 consecutive rounds, you will 3 consecutive rounds, sorry, one of these barricades will lift up and you'll have more playable space on the map. We can use that teleporter, which is just lifted at any moment, to take us straight back to the map. And if you're playing this in co-op, if one player leaves here, it's going to eventually kick everyone out again. So that's just to bear in mind. But I'm going to try and see if we can survive 3 rounds, consecutive rounds in here, just so that we can get one of the things lifted. But I'm not quite suited and booted yet for this, so it's absolutely fine. If not, I do have other starting pistols that have like a operator mod which has a knife on it, but we picked the Welling because it's going to be useful for the Project Scaddy Easter egg. So if you're looking for loadouts, I mean, if you want to do the Project Scaddy Easter egg and you don't want to get an explosive weapon out of the box, this will probably be your best bet. The Welling starting pistol upgraded is explosive, and you're going to need a normal set of grenades, so not the Ray Fire. Anything else, like the normal grenades or the acid grenades like I've got right here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the round. What's this going to give me? Ooh, insta-kill. That's going to be good. If we can end the round 2 here with the whole insta-kill used, I'll be one happy guy. And we could also test if anywhere but here will actually take us out of here. I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. But we'll wait for the zombies to spawn in. Get this to the last moment. And yeah, we do get Nova 6 crawlers spawning in as standard now that we turn the power on. That's another downside to this map. Okay, in the nick of time we grab that, which is sweet. Okay, see if we can end this round. If it gets a bit too hectic, I'll just start shooting. But yeah, there we go. Boom. Very quick and easy. If you shoot any of the Nova Crawlers, they will explode with gas, which can hinder your vision a little bit. As you can see, even it's a tiny bit, it did blur my vision a tiny bit. But if you just knife them like we did on round 1, if you have the Bowie knife or just something, a melee that can kill them quick enough, then you can kill them and they will not explode. So that's just another nice helpful tip. Yeah, the only thing that sucks is when it gets to this sort of round, it does make it a little bit tricky to kill all the zombies in one. I do also have my specialist weapon. I could start using that, but that should end the round. And then after this next round, this debris should open and we're going to get a nice little treat which will help us out very much when it comes to the Project Scaddy Easter egg, where we're going to need an explosive weapon. Now, if you don't know, Project Scaddy is like what's deemed as the quote-unquote main Easter egg of sorts in this map, where you can get yourself a free Winter's Howl. Now, you don't need to do this at all in your games. It's definitely not necessary, but it is something fun to do. And if someone in your game wants the Winter's Howl and can't get it out of the box for some reason, then Project Scaddy is a thing to do. but I do have a separate guide to Project Scally on my channel. If for whatever reason you guys aren't aware of it at this point, it's quite a well-known thing to do in this map. Okay, we should have one. Okay, 2 more. Okay, these should be the last ones. Please explode, please explode. Alrighty, and as you can see, the debris is lifted, and we have ourselves a max ammo. Now, sometimes you can also get a bonfire cell. I don't know why we didn't get a bonfire cell, but nevertheless, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to go ahead and pack-a-punch these. Now, I wouldn't advise using these as just your main weapon. Definitely not, because the explosive damage will kill you. But I'm definitely going to go ahead and buy just a normal gun off the wall, but we're going to go ahead and use that. Go straight back into the map. Here we are. And I might actually hit the mystery box once to see what we can get. Whatever we get, we'll rock and roll with it. I did kind of want to buy this. I almost had enough for it as well, but never mind. That, I'm very happy with. The Vapor XRG. Super, super happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, while I've still got a spare minute, all the zombies spawning in, I'm going to go ahead and turn on some of the defcons in the further out areas that are a bit harder to access. And that's a nice little tip as well. If you're trying to get defcons at the start of rounds where, you know, there aren't a lot of zombies around, definitely try and get the more further out of reach defcons where zombies are going to just swarm it out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to get this ready. I'm not going to have it set to defcon 5, but just a sort of good sort of ground rule and behavior that you should have is when you're playing this, just set the defcons to defcon 4 so that whenever you need to go to pack-a-punch, you don't have to worry about running around hitting them all because you already did. Okay, so we got this one still to do. Alright, there we go. Sweet. So I'm going to leave these zombies lurking around, and we're going to go ahead and build the shield. I'm going to try and do this all as concise as possible in like one foul swoop, so you guys don't have to skip through. And it's like, oh, he picked up a part here, and then he picked up a part there. So we're going to wait for a chair symbol to appear. That should be any second now. Come on. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get our first shield part, which is going to be in the Buildables bench that we built our teleporter pad on. So we can open this, and our part could either be there, which it is, which is sweet. Second part location can be nailed against those, or it can be right there. So that's our first part. Our second shield part is actually going to be, come on, this is going to be a perk, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Is it going to change? No, we got it. All right, so the second shield part we're going to get, it's going to be down here, and it can spawn, bam, right there by the main teleporter, which is sweet. Another location can be right here, and if it's not there, then the last location for this shield is going to be right there, just kneeling against that. Now we've got that, we can go ahead and get the third and final part, which is going to be down in the sort of power area. So whenever you see the perk icon, the beaker, that's going to take us to the lower levels of the laboratories. I'm going to go ahead and get this last shield part. So just so you guys don't get confused, I'm going to start from the power switch. There can be one part just kneeling against there. It's not there, so we can move on. The next part can be kneeling against here, which it is. But if it is not there, then that's fine. You can just run over through the morgue out to the North Labs, and it can be kneeling against this one here or there. Be on one of those two. Very, very simple. But now we've got that done, we can go ahead and build ourselves the shield, which is going to be a very valuable thing to do. So I'm going to open up this door here into the weapon testing, and here is our second buildable bench where you can craft the riot shield. So there we go. Got a shield. Easy. Easy as that, my friend. So now we can start working on Project Scally, which is to get yourself the free Winter's Howl. Now, in order for this, we're going to need a pack-a-punch weapon. I'm going to need our grenades, which we do have. And besides that, I think we're good to go. We could probably do it in this round. So we're going to start with the server room, which is going to be a first one. And there's no necessary order in which you have to get these. You can get these in any order you want. We're going to start with the war room right here, where if we go opposite this perk machine, there is a key we can pick up. All right, now we've gotten that key, we want to go back to the spawn room. So in order to do that, that teleport is now red, which means we can't use it straight away. But there we go. There's what we want. Boom. Back upstairs to the spawn room. And with this key, you simply want to run... Oh, wrong way. You want to run into this room right here, deserted hallway, main offices. Press your interact button and we'll have a drawer open and we have a picture of Doris with a code. Mine is 2048 and you're going to want to write these down. It just basically makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to keep running around the map looking, trying to show all these. So that's pretty sick. Okay, the next one we're going to want to do, and again, these can be done in any order, is we are going to go back down to the labs, the actual south laboratories. Can I even walk through stuff today? There we go. Want to go down to the south laboratories, and right where we picked up our shield part, there's going to be this window here. You just want to chuck a series of grenades outside in this window, and as you can see, it spawned an image on the side here. I can never get the exact right angle of them, so by just spamming them, it genuinely gives you a good chance of getting that first time. Remember, that was always a bit of a pain for me. But that code is 3356. It was a little hard for me to see that one, so I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I'm just going to write lab 3356. I'm just going to go ahead and check again to make sure that that wasn't incorrect. Yep, 3356. Sweet as. Okay, so now make our way back up here, and we need a pack-a-punched weapon for this one, but it's going to be pretty easy. You just want to go into the spawn, run outside here. Hopefully we don't mess up killing any of the zombies during this process, but we want to shoot these portraits, which is very, very simple. So very, very simple. We're going to be shooting the portrait in a very specific order right here. So I'm just leading these zombies away because I don't want to accidentally kill them from this, but the order is pretty simple. So we're going to be shooting this one. Oh boy. So for some reason, my explosive blast from earlier actually got that to work a bit too early. A little bit too early. So I'm going to get rid of some of these zombies for you and explain exactly what the order is that you need to shoot them in for us to get that to work. So the order is you shoot that one, then that one, then that one, and then that one. But it has to be with an explosive weapon that's pack-a-punch, and it will get the code to reveal itself. So for us, that is 5283. So I'm just going to write down on my little document as I'm recording this live, George Washington. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the number. Just to show you again, my number was 5283. And these are all going to be different in your game. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so now once we've done that, we're going to head back into the server room if we got that in time. Okay, no, it took us back to the labs. That's fine. We can just run straight back through into another one. I'm going to be going into the server room. Now, I did already do the def cons, like I told you guys, to set them up so that you can just quickly get to pack-a-punch when you want. That's actually incorrect for what we need for this step. So I'm actually going to have to override that and just re-put it in again, because that's if you're just playing it as you are normally. But this is a specific order we need to put the def cons in order for this to work, which is fine. Doesn't really matter that we got them wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and get the DEFCON 5 lifted by just letting time run out. And yeah, we'll be back in a moment so we can input this DEFCON sequence. Okay, so for this to work, we're going to need to activate the DEFCONs in a specific order. Now, funnily enough, I actually gave you the right order earlier in the video, but I didn't know I was actually doing it. I completely forgot that was the correct order. So the first one we want to be hitting for this sequence to work is this DEFCON we're here, which is furthest from the stairs. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one right here. That's the first one we're going to want to hit. Was to get on DEFCON 2. Now going to want to run into the server room, and that's going to be our second DEFCON we're going to be hitting for this order to work. So run right in here. There we go, we got that one. The next one I'm going to be going for is the upper level nearest to the stairs. So this one right here. And then finally, the last one, we're going to be going right of the elevator. Now, we're going to be going in the panic room for this one, not the pack-a-punch area. So don't take this teleporter. Simply run into the server room or anywhere else on the map that has a teleporter. And if you've got this symbol, that means it's going to be the panic room. So that's awesome. We take that, and we're going to be in this room again. But as you can see, this TV has static on it that didn't before. So if we hold the interact button, We're going to hear a noise, and we've got one more code. Now this here for me is 3331. So that's going to be our last and final code. So now we've got all of our codes. We're going to be putting them into this computer right here in a specific order by shooting the sequences one at a time. So this is all going to be different in your game, but the sequences of the codes we're putting in always stays the same. Now I'm actually going to try and get to the end of the round before I do this, just because I don't want to get mowed down by zombies. But I mean, it's a pretty low round, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But you're going to need to have a gun that shoots bullets for this. Preferably a gun like the MX9 on the wall, or the gun that I have, or even the KN off the wall right there. You're going to need a bullet weapon in order to shoot these. But the order we're going to be shooting each code is going to be the one we got from the paintings from the presidents. That's going to be the first code we put in. Then the second one is going to be the main office's drawer, which we opened to start things off. Then it's going to be the one we got down in the laboratories by throwing the grenades in the barrier. And then last but not least, it's going to be the panic room. That's going to be the order of the code. So we'll go over that again as we're putting them in for you, so do not worry. I'm going to try and make sure I don't actually use up all of my bullets. So starting with the George Washington one, the code was 5283. So I'm going to try and run these zombies around whilst doing this. So that's 5 on our first one, 5283. You just want to be shooting these until you get them. Oh, he just went over on that one. Just going to keep shooting them until they all match up. Having a shield on your back does help from the zombies and their constant hits. So 5283. Once you've got that, enter the code by holding your interact button to enter the code. You'll see a picture of the map on screen, and you'll hear the noises that I just heard, so that means we've got it right. Next one is going to be the draw, which is 2048 for me. Oh, my shield has broke. Oh, these zombies slapping hard. You want to chill? Also, a gun like this can sometimes shoot twice. So I'm just going to get rid of that zombie. Okay. Okay. We somehow have 2 more zombies just spawning in. You know what? I'm going to just do this. And try not to shoot, if you do have these, don't shoot them too close to the machine, because it will actually count as like lots of shots, which you don't want. So there's going to be our second code right there. Our third one is going to be 3, 5, 6. And we've got a dog round, which is nice. Oh, why did I just do that? Oh my god. It's so easy to just accidentally shoot this twice. Alright, we're going to get to the end of the dog round, but we've only got one more code to put in. And our last code is going to be the one we got from the panic room, which is just 3331. We should get to the end of this dog round very, very soon. That's how soon. So yep, so 333 and then a 1. Enter that, and now that should show our 4th map, and we hear these, and then you should have this on the screen any moment. There we go. Project Scatty Retrieve. So from this moment onwards, we just want to go to DEFCON 5 and go to the Pack-a-Punch area, and we'll have a little surprise waiting for us, which is going to be sweet. Let's just hope I don't go down in the process of trying to get all these DEFCON switches on. It shouldn't be too much of a challenge at all. So get our 4th one there. You don't have to do this in any order now. No need for any DEFCON orders. Just simply getting them all on is going to be our mission right here. Once we've got this one on, we can now teleport to Pack-a-Punch. And we should have a little present waiting for us. Since we had this area lifted, even better that we can go and retrieve it. If it's not, you might need to go through rounds beforehand, but you can see we've got this lovely little crate we can open. And inside there, we've got the Winter's Howl. So that's how you get the Project Scatty Easter egg done. And I don't think I've actually completed this before in a normal game, so I should get the trophy to pop as well, which is pretty exciting stuff. And we can go ahead and Pack-a-Punch this, which comes to Winter's Fury, which is amazing, may I add. Alright, there we go. So what we can do is go ahead and survive in here for a few more rounds before we head back. see if we can get any more areas of the map to open, which it can do, and we can see if we can get that coveted bonfire cell drop, which you normally get from surviving for 3 whole rounds. I don't have a shield, so that's a little worrying, but I'm sure we'll survive. You do have this area as well to train in, which is sweet, and we have a lot of ammo on this thing, so that's cool. Okay, nice. So this should kill him even quicker. Now that project scanning, like I showed you, is not a necessary thing. You don't have to do this, but if you want a free Winter's Howl, you want to have a little side Easter egg to do, it is pretty fun. Let's try ahead and survive the 3 rounds in here. Shouldn't be too many zombies left, if any at all. Should be the last one. Yep. So by the end of round 11, we should have this debris lifted. And there's quite a few debris in here that needs to be lifted. Like, these get removed. There we go. Cold War Remedy. There's your achievement, boys. So this, I believe this will lift as well. So that will be a clearer path. That obviously lifts. And that also lifts at the back as well. So we've just got a fully clear place for us to play around in, which is always fun. And it's definitely the best place to play on this map just because of how open the map is. Okay. Since we got one of those, might as well just start slicing and dicing the zombies up. I still haven't given you a full map walkthrough, which I think we should have done probably at the start. But we can always go and do that once we've gotten the next debris open. I'll just grab the full power. I love the katana, by the way. It's definitely one of my favorites, especially for its level 3 power, which lets you basically go ghost mode on the zombies. You're in plain sight and they can't see you. Very useful when doing certain Easter egg steps on solo that require you to do stuff. Okay, last one. And have we got any debris lifted? No, probably one more round. Gonna be one more round. Since we came at the end of round 9. I'm gonna go ahead and pack-a-punch this anyway. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that because I want to show you in case we get a bonfire cell. But essentially, a bonfire cell drop lets you pack-a-punch for 1,000 points rather than 5,000. So definitely useful, especially if you're starting out. Ah, and we also got another trophy, preemptive strike. Don't know what exactly I've done to get that, but hey, we're getting trophies, boys. This guide will also give you some trophies. Well, depending on what platform you're playing, achievements, whatever you prefer to call them. But since this is a bonus map, there isn't really too much that you can do in terms of scale compared to, say, a maps like Blood of the Dead or Voyage, for example. There isn't as many things such as upgrades and things like that for me to show you in an ultimate guide. But I'm still going to go ahead and show you a full map walkthrough. We should have another area. There we go. Boom. And there's our bonfire cell drop. Just so you guys can see what it looks like. It looks like a pack-a-punch icon. And I can pack-a-punch this. Instead of 2,500, it's only 500. And instead of it being 5,000 to pack-a-punch a gun, it is now just 1,000, which is awesome. So I can go ahead and double pap to my heart's content. I don't want to die. You only have this for about a minute or so, But once you've gotten one area open of the map, like what we... Oh, can I grab it? Like what you saw here, you have to leave this area and then come back again in order to open other areas. So I guess I could show you, at the bare minimum, to finish off the walkthrough and ultimate guide, how to get all of this map open as playable space, because it's a really, really fun space to be, and definitely great for going to higher rounds on. But I'm going to go ahead and teleport out. I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves a new shield, because that's going to be very important. Let's hope no zombies follow us. But yeah, I also want to grab some perks, because that's important. Let's just grab this. I don't care where it takes me. Anywhere but here, literally. Anywhere but there. But we're going to get ourselves stamina. And there's not really any specific perk loadouts I recommend you guys to use. But obviously, the 3 perks I've got on at the moment are definitely what I recommend. And once you've got this thing upgraded, you don't need anything else. This gun absolutely just kills, decimates anything in its path, which is amazing. I'll pick up quick revive because if you don't know, even on solo, it lets your health regenerate way faster than normal. So I definitely recommend that. But go ahead and give you a tour of the map. We're going to start with the South Lab. So we've got the elevator right here. Come out the elevator and we've got weapon testing, which has the Bowie knife, the build table, which you saw, as well as the Kushka. Run around outside here and along. We've got our perk machine here for the soda machine. We've got the power, of course, the teleporter pad. We've not opened this, which is Porkine testing, Porkine research. We've got a little piggy in here. We can knife if we want. It's a fun little Easter egg. It doesn't feel good, but we'll do it anyway. Got another perk in here, which is your tonic perk. We have a KN 55 on the wall right there. 57 even. Got a box location. Running in here, we've got the morgue, which also contains a box location inside of there. We also have the title on the wall, which is pretty awesome, pretty strong LMG. Along here, we've got the Auger DMR on the wall. And also we just have a bunch, and I mean a bunch of teleporter pads. We've got the Maddox on the wall right there. All pretty useful stuff. We're going to go ahead and see if we can teleport to the second floor. Give you guys a walkthrough on that real quick. Come on, teleporter. There we go. Once you master this, traveling around the map is going to be a breeze. So this is the server room, which contains one of our DEFCONs, contains the Vapor I can buy ammo for. We also have a trap piece, which I'm also going to show you about. So we're going to pick that up. And if you look on your invent on the top right, we can see our trap piece right there. There can be another trap piece, which will spawn about here. And basically what this allows us to do is to use, turn one of the metal detectors in the spawn room into an electrical trap, which we can turn on and run zombies through, which is sweet. We've got our cola machine here, which is Dying Wish for me. So we got a wall bar, which I mistakenly called the K, and that's the ICR on the wall right there. Gonna open this debris as well, just so we've got full map space. We have the Trebetched, which is the trench gun. Really, really love that thing upgraded. And then if we make our way up here, we've got another debris up there. Got mystery box location, obviously it's there for me. We've got the MX9 for 1250. We run along and around the sides. We've got DEFCONs, which we're going to start doing just so we can get the Pack-a-Punch again. We've got the Spitfire on the wall right there for 1400. And we've got another DEFCON switch. And then if we take the elevator, because we like elevators. Elevators are fun. Take us back up to the spawn again. We can show you guys the last areas of the map walkthrough. So running around here, we get our trap piece and we can just insert it into there. There's two around the map. I don't think it's really necessary to show you both because, to be honest, they're not very useful. You're going to be killing people with a Winter's Howl in Area 51, let's be honest. But we've got a MOG 12 on the wall, which is insane. I love the MOG. We have the Sorg 9mm on the wall. We have our Brew perk. With the S-Cargo, we have a box location, which I showed you at the start of the map when we spawned in. That can be a very good spot. We also have the RK7 Garrison on the wall here. And running through, we've got the Strife, which I love packed. And that's going to pretty much finish up the map walkthrough, aside from the Essex Model 07 on the wall. Don't really like it too much, if I'm honest. Don't really recommend it. But from now, I think it's just going to be a case of camping in Groom Lake, trying to get other areas of the map open. And I'll show you guys what they look like as and when we get them. So, I'll catch you in a few rounds' time. Okay, so I've gone past the 3 rounds and this area is now open for us. We get another bonfire sale and a max ammo. It's not crazy, especially at this point, but it is nice that every single area you open, you do get that bonfire sale and the max ammo, which is sweet. So yeah, now that I've got my gun fully to the max, I can repap it for 300 points during this right now, which is sweet. So if we want to open another area, we're going to have to, well, another section of the Pack-a-Punch, we need to leave and then put on all the DEFCONs again in order for us to be able to do so. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, again, this is not necessary. You don't have to do this in your game at all, but if you just want the fullest amount of playable space on the on that Pack-a-Punch area, which is the best place to play, in my opinion, in terms of training up zombies, in terms of space, it's definitely one of the best. So I'm going to be going for it just to show you guys what it looks like fully open. Ooh, got an insta-kill there, but we're going to leave it. So I'm going to go ahead, play another 3 rounds, and essentially I'm doing this just so you can see what this place looks like when it's fully open and how long or how many rounds essentially it will take you from when I started for you to get everything open. I believe if you're doing this on solo and you get here on round 1 and then leave every 3 rounds, it will take you to about round 29 in order to get all these areas open. So I'm just doing my calculations here. We had 1, so that's 3. Another one there, that's 6 rounds. 9, so that's 9 rounds. So yeah, this will probably lift up in 3 rounds times. That's 12, 15, 18, 21. Yeah, it's going to basically take quite a few rounds. So I will see you guys at the end of round 19 or 18. It's going to be one of those. So I'll catch you in a bit. Alrighty. Another 3 rounds survived, and as you saw, the debris just lifted up here. So now we've got this area playable, which is sweet. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, leave this, survive 3 more rounds, and come in and show you what debris lifts next. So, again, by the power of editing, there'll be no time passed. But for me, probably about 10-15 minutes. But I'll catch you guys again in a moment. Alrighty. After 3 rounds, that's the only thing that lifted. That's insane. So when it gets to about these sort of levels, you're not really going to notice a lot of difference. But, you know, I still said I'm going to go ahead and get, you know, as much footage as I can of as much of the playable space. So we're going to go ahead and leave. But first of all, I'm actually going to get my level 3 sword. And then we're going to get the heck out of here. Because I want to at least try and get monkey bombs. Because when it gets to sort of these sort of levels, it's not crazy by any means. But, you know, I do want to make sure that we have that extra protection if we need it via the monkey bombs. These zombies are going to be spawning in real quick.
Vision is blurry, but with this does not really matter.
Oh, I can't even spin the box and I've got this out. Well, damn. But like I said, we will be back in 3 rounds time to show you the next thing that opens. Because that's going to be very exciting. So when it comes to the mystery box moving on this map, this is actually a pretty good tip, which I have not mentioned, and it's pretty late in this guide now, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway because the box is finally moved for me. So in any box location, you can have these TVs. At the moment, the box is moving, so the TV is just going to show static, but eventually, this TV will actually show an image, and this image will be of where the mystery box location has moved to. So give it a few more seconds. Alright, I think it spawned somewhere nearby because I heard the noise. So there we go. You can see that image is of upstairs. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the elevator since I've already called it down here. And as we can tell, the box is now back upstairs. So we are going to go ahead and go to the mystery box there. And essentially, I'm just trying to get monkey bombs. At this point, there isn't really much left to show you besides just all of the open space and how little debris lift after the 3 rounds, but I'm going to go ahead and try and do it anyway. This is another explosive weapon you could use for the painting step if you didn't keep your welling or use the welling. Alright, so we've got another area open, and it literally was that. There you have it, boys and girls. That is it. I don't think... Oh, that was a mean little prompt there. But yeah, at this point, I don't think there's much else to show you, boys and girls. I've shown you literally everything that you can. I mean, it doesn't seem like that was a big change, but having that removed has literally made this so much more pleasant. This whole area to train here. I've been doing little circles around the back. I will mention that when you get to this sort of round onwards, your Winter's Howl, if you watch, one spray will not actually kill the zombies. It slows them down. You need to do a second shot at the horde to really just freeze them all. So that's just something to watch out for. Just conserve your ammo. Monkey bombs would definitely be great for just getting all of the horde into the map at once, and then being able to just throw the monkeys down and then just spray and kill. Now, I've jumped about 10 or so rounds just to show you that once you've gotten most of the Pack-a-Punch area open, as you can see now, in front of the lake, we did have some of the debris moved, and this is the max amount of playing area that gets removed. So this is what it looks like when you've been here for enough rounds and you've left, come back, done another 3 rounds for every section of Groom Lake to open, and this is what it looks like. And this is basically my training area, and this is going to be my training strategy for you guys if you just want to go for a high round. This works on solo. Not too sure how this will work in co-op unless you've got multiple people training around, but essentially I'm getting all of the zombies to spawn in on the map until I know there aren't any more spawning, and I'm just grouping them all up into one nice little line and then just spraying them with my Winter's Howl. My second gun has brain rot, so in the process I can use that to go ahead and kill a few zombies. Right now, as I'm recording this, there is the Halloween event where there are some face paints you can get in zombies, and that requires getting kills with a double packed weapon, so the brain rot just will essentially get those kills for me. And I'm just training the zombies round so I know I've got the full horde. I'm going to spray almost my entire clip of 9 shots at them in order to kill them all. And as I get later into the rounds, I get a more efficient train where I'm training them all around and I'm bringing them towards the back. And that's for, really, I'd advise that only for those that are a bit more skilled in training, that are pretty confident in what they're doing, because that back area is a pretty tight area, but it just tightens the zombie train up really nicely. So you can get a direct shot and kill all of the zombies in pretty much no effort needed with just a full spray of the Winter's Howl. Now, at some point, this strategy will become a bit useless because you will run out of ammo, but you're just going to hope to the RNG gods that some max ammos will drop. But you've also got your insta-kills, you also got your level 3 specialist at this point. For me, it's the samurai sword, so I can just go ahead and slice and dice zombies. But that's going to wrap up this video here. This has been a bit of a longer guide than my Blood of the Dead one, which I'm surprised at, considering there isn't any hidden sort of like upgradable, buildable things. But aside from that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a very in-depth look at Classified and how to get to a high round, how to get everything done, just basically play the map like a pro, like as if you know exactly what you're doing. Let me know if it helped down below in the comment section. Again, if this was useful, a like rating would be very much appreciated, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in another one of my videos in the near future. If you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, of course, hit that subscribe button. I've also got Twitter, which I am on practically all the time, linked down below, as well as my Instagram and Facebook page, so you can keep up to date with everything going on, as well as chat on those platforms as well. But thank you for watching. I'll hopefully catch you for another video very, very soon.